So I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I will see a set that looks so good and so fun and I'm mad about it. And the reason for that is because I will know I won't have any money when it releases. I know that I will spend all of my money on these freaking stupid cards, but I know that there are some cards that I want to buy more than others from Foundations and Jumpstart. And I would like to go over some of them with you. Starting off with Electro Duplicate reads, create a token that is a copy of a target creature you control, except it has haste, and at the beginning of your end step, sacrifice that token. Now that's really good to begin with even, because whenever you copy a ETB creature, you can get a huge ETB trigger and it gets to leave, so you get an LTB trigger. So this would be really good with something that is wanting to sacrifice creatures, get extras of the special creatures that they want. And it has flashback, which is really good. But outside of that realm, in red, we have Mossor Hydra in green, which is really solid. So Mossor Hydra reads, trample, and this creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it. And then it has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, double the number of 1/1 counters on Mossor Hydra. So this is going to be really good for ramp decks and for counter decks. So that's going to make it super viable for everything that you want to do for green pump and green rundown decks. And then you have Homunculus Horde, which is so fun. Homunculus Horde is a 2/2 blue creature which reads, whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a token that is a copy of this creature. This means that it is benefiting off of your turn, and you can basically just kind of hoard them out without them even noticing. That means that like no one's gonna know you're a problem until it's too late. And then we have a really freaking awesome dragon, Twinflame Tyrant. Now Twinflame Tyrant is a red dragon with flying, and if a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or permanent opponent controls, it deals double that damage instead. So that's really freaking sick for creatures who want to double your damage coming in, or if you're running a dragon tribal deck, which is really good for burning your opponent, burning their creatures, and basically getting these guys out. And then we have Spined Tyrannics. Now, Spined Tyrannics is a dinosaur and a beast, so it can fit in both, but it really won't fit in either, if that makes any sense. At the beginning of your combat, you may pay 2, and if you do put a 1/1 counter on target creature, that creature gains trample until end of turn. So this probably won't see any play because most beasts and most dinosaurs are already really big and want to get out bigger creatures on the battlefield, not really pumping everything. So this is going to be in stuff that wants to pump a certain creature or wants to get 1 or 2 creatures through, but I'm probably gonna want to use this, so I'll probably take this bad boy any day of the week. Now let's get into the actual juice that I want to talk about, and I'm talking about the commanders from each of these sets. Ozox, the Clattering King, and so Ozox can't block. And whenever he dies, create a Jamblebones legendary 2/1 black skeleton creature token with this creature can't block, and whenever this creature leaves the battlefield, return this card from your graveyard to your hand. So basically this is a reassembling skeleton, but it's going from your graveyard to your hand, not your graveyard to the battlefield. So honestly, that's really awesome. I really like skeletons, and I don't think they've seen very much love. They have like skeleton dragons and stuff, but the biggest thing is to return them from the graveyard to your hand or the battlefield. So that's really good whenever you're trying to like use sacking options and stuff like that. So people are usually forced to run skeletons in a non-skeleton based deck, which usually, I mean, it fits, but there's so many good skeleton cards out there that I want to use them all in one deck, you know, and I want the abilities to really pop off. And I think this guy will allow that. And then you have Slenza, the Spiked Stampede. And this is a proper beast commander. So we haven't seen a proper beast commander, and there's a bunch out there that are like, okay, well, you get to create beast or whenever a beast enters the battlefield, but they're not proper. Now, proper beast would be like a beast that helps other beasts out. Now, that's exactly what Slenza does. Beast spells cost 2 less to cast, and each other beast creature you control enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it, which is really good because they want to get bigger. But like I already said, with Spine Tyrannics and all the other dinosaurs and stuff, they're already big when they come out, so really it's more about getting more of them out. And then whenever Slenza or another creature with power 4 or greater enters, you may pay 1 and a green or a red, and then when you do, it fights target creature you don't control. So this means that whenever you're popping out creatures onto the battlefield and you're allowing them to hit and get that additional +1/+1, if they're 3s, you automatically get a 4, which allows you to use your fight spell to get rid of stuff. So that's really good. It's a fight spell and it's a beast. I love it. And then you have another one that is a proper Sarsaparilline's commander, Shroofus. Now, Shroofus is freaking sick. He has trample, and whenever he deals combat damage, you can create that many tokens. So that's really good. And so a lot of creatures that made Sasperlings weren't Sasperlings. They were like tree folk and stuff like that, or mages or whatever, which is super not that fun really, because I want to use stuff like Sasperlings to get out Sasperlings. It's really fun to do it that way. And fungus commanders are cool and all, but there's only like 1 or 2 of them, and I don't really like them that much if I'm being honest. Next, I have General Crete. Now, General Crete actually pumps goblins, but it also is a impact tremors, basically printed onto the card. So this is basically a combo without you assembling anything onto it. So basically, free combo, free goblin combo. Pretty epic. I like it. Next, I have Thurid, Mayor of Destiny, which reads Flying Lifelink. Whenever you cast a Pegasus, Unicorn, or Horse creature spell, copy it. Other Pegasi, Unicorn, Horses you control get +1/+1. So this is really good. I haven't seen anyone talk about this guy yet, but I really like horses and stuff. I like having a horse commander. I think they're fun. It's kind of like running away with like wild horses and stuff. It's kind of like Spirit, almost like the movie Spirit. But with this guy, you can basically have all of your horses and important horses come in, and you get to copy them. So basically, this is an ETB commander that you get to copy your copies for. My favorite commander to come from this, I think, from all, because he's so strange, Fumulus, the Infestation, which is a vampire insect, but it's a beetle. Like a beetle, I guess, works. But his ability is actually really sick. Flying and Death Touch. Whenever a player sacrifices a non-token creature, create a 1/1 black insect creature token with flying. And whenever an insect, leech, slug, or worm you control attacks, defending player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So this is a healing / drain commander and a bug tribal commander. I really like that. So basically you could attack with a big horde of bugs and heal yourself and do a bunch of damage, or you can basically just have a bunch of ETBs, sacrifice creatures, bring them back, and have more creatures to bring onto yourself. So whenever you're sacrificing non-token creatures to get value out of their LTB triggers, you can basically get yourself a bug and then reuse that later on. You basically want to recycle your cards from your graveyard to the battlefield with this commander. Well, I think that's all that I got for today. Thank you guys for watching so much, and I hope you guys enjoy Foundations, and I hope you guys enjoy Jumpstart 2025. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I usually cover stuff like this all the time. And let me know in the comments who you guys are the most excited for, because these are the ones I'm most excited for, but there are some in there that are still so fun and look so good. Thank you guys for watching. Happy castings.